Hey, this is Cryptovas. In case you're just coming in, today we'll be talking about the buzz on the SUI ecosystem. In case you're just getting here, please click on the subscribe button. Let me show you how to do that just now. Yeah, and then you subscribe. So this is what it's going to show, and turn on the notification or notifications to get notifications on the latest videos on this channel. So for today, we are just going to talk about the SUI, the trend, and everything you need to know about SUI. We're not going to go in depth, but I'll tell you what. I'll tell you most of the things you're supposed to know about SUI. Now, there's been a trend in the past few days, and do you know that SUI has crossed 300% in the last few years, and it's been among the projects that have been, solid in the past few years. So now let's take a look at SUI and know why I'm talking about SUI today. So recently, SUI flipped a couple of projects in TVL, total value locked, and with the look of things, it seemed to have, the hype from Solana has gradually moved to SUI. So a lot of people are, around there trying to pick a few things from there, and make a couple of gains from there. So now we're going to look at SUI and see what it has done in the past few days and why people are actually talking about SUI. I spent the last 30 days, trying to figure out SUI based on TVL and some NFT marketplaces, but we're not going to talk about the NFT marketplaces on how to sweep floors on SUI. We're not going to talk about it in this video. We're just going to maintain the SUI TVL and meme coins on SUI. We are going to talk about them and see how many people are actually interacting with this protocol called SUI. So this time, maybe last year or last 2 years, when SUI was supposed to do the airdrop, they didn't do airdrop. After they got people to interact with their protocol, they did not share money as supposed, and probably a lot of people lost interest based on that because it was during the airdrop phase, just after Arbitrum paid a lot of guys a huge amount of money, Sui failed to deliver. But that's not what we're looking at. Right here, if you look at this place now, we're just going to put this chart right here to the past, probably 1 month or so. And you see, even if you go back to 3 months or a year ago, you are not going to find this chart on a red. It is never downtrending. Although it's went down and up in the past few days, but it has always remained in the uptrend. So in the last 24 hours, let's do 7 days right here and see the change in price probably. We are going to see the change in market cap from the Llama. So all I'm trying to explain now is SUI has been gaining traction and a lot of people are looking into SUI. People are moving away from Solana to SUI because what? As long as the NFT remains, as long as the actual non-fungible assets remain, I think SUI is going to continue to be relevant because if you look at SUI, it's the layer one blockchain designed to make digital assets ownership fast, private, and secure. So this is why NFTs they do not seem to die on SUI. They just remain very relevant. So as you can see, the SUI team are present in the Token 2049 event, whereby this is actually a chance to actually see what is going on SUI. But if we are to go back right here and check for the trends and see the category that they are related on, you're going to see some of the things. I mean, let's go back a little and let's see for ourselves. For here now, we're seeing that SUI is under 7 categories, and this can help you streamline your research too. If by the look of things now, obviously, SUI is on Binance Launch Pool and Layer 1 and Coinbase Ventures. Let's take Binance Launch Pool for example and see what it will help you do. You would actually see that some of the projects in the last 7 days on Binance Launch Pool are on the green trend. They are going up a bit, and the volume in the last 24 hours has not been bad, considering the for SUI and Beam and all the 10. And these are projects under Binance Launch Pool. It hasn't been bad. So this will actually help you pick where you should be looking into in terms of your research and for quick gains and those who intend to hold for long term. So, but right now we'll go back to SUI, what we're looking at, and see what it has to offer. So right now, in the last 14 days, it has gained 71%, exponentially 71%, and it has been able to keep moving upwards based on the things that are happening. Now let's check on the next thing now. This should be okay, not here now. Let's check the file to see change in TVL, to see how the rank of SUI on the TVL based on total value locked, and that's probably volume of people trading. That's the amount of money flowing into the SUI ecosystem. I made a video last month on the Filama, and when I made that video, SUI was not here. It was not among the first ones. I had to just search them here before I could see SUI to talk about it. But right here now, we can find SUI on top of the right bar, which means it's overtook optimism scroll blast in the last few days, and it's just about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 8 of them that are both SUI in terms of volume and people trading. So we're going to look at in terms of SUI market cap. Now we're going to compare the charts and see the change in the past few days and see why people are actually talking about it. So the market cap moved from as at, okay, let's go to January, the most recent one. January 2024, from 1.4 billion to to about 3.1 billion market cap in the from January to this month now, about three. So it's 300%. Yeah, 300% since then. So it has been moving since then, and we are able to see some protocols under it. This is actually a green light though. When most protocols under a chain are doing well, it's a green light for the project, and this suggests why a lot of people are moving into it. And I think the protocols, some of the lending and borrowing protocols have been doing well in the past few days. So people are just in there for the quick gains and to scalp with profits and just take profit. So in I will make a video on how to sweep floors on SUI. Yeah, some of the SUI NFTs you can get for as low as maybe $20 to $10. You can keep for maybe a day or two and get to sell them for about 100 or $150. So it's actually very profitable in NFTs and all that stuff. So now, in order to keep this video as short as possible, we are going to just look at the next part that is on the screen. And we're going to look at SUI new projects launching on the screen, and we'll compare the daily transactions to that of Solana to see the difference between them and see why people are actually talking about SUI and what people are doing on SUI right now. So permit me if I have to, type in as I go, but that's what we got to do. So right now, this is what a Deskrina dashboard looks like. I will drop the link in the description after this video so you can get the right link for what you want. So looking at this now, we'll just go to new pairs, and newest. So for newest pairs, we're looking at these transactions now. We're going to compare it to that of Solana, compare it to Solana and Tron. Last month and last 2 months, the TRON, that's TRX, has been trending. And if you look at this, it seems the hype is gradually going down because a lot of rogues are coming to the ecosystem. And as you can see, there's been about 67,000 transactions in the last 24 hours on the Tron. This shows that people, maybe not enough people are here though. But look at SUI. This is too big for a project that just started to, a trend that just came in last month or ending of last month. It's too big for a trend that just came in last month. It shows that a lot of people are coming in. People want to see what is going on. So now let's check new pairs and compare it to any new pair on Solana and see, compare the two of them and know the ones that are rogues and the ones that are not rogues. Let me just give you a simple hint here. So right here, we're looking at new pairs, looking at new pairs, and we just pick a very unique one here that is tradable, maybe tradable or not. 4 hours, 2 minutes ago. So this pair has lasted for 4 hours. Obviously, it may not be a rug, but we are not sure yet until we look at it and see how the chart has been in the last couple of minutes or hours or so. So now we are looking at people that have made quick gains from me, and you see just few persons bought, just few persons, not a lot of people bought, few persons bought, and maybe these people, those are sold. We don't find the buy column. There is no figure on their buy column, which means it was a drop to them or it was given to them out of who knows, God knows how they got it. So now we'll go back to the first part. And check for more pairs to compare to another new pair on Soul to see the difference between them. So we'll go to new pairs, check for newest pairs. This I'm trying to illustrate why SUI somehow, in terms of security, you cannot easily build a rug here, and why people are actually moving into SUI right now. So now let's look at, okay, this one looks a bit real for 4 hours ago. Let's check it out and check why it should have that amount of trade. Okay, this is the same wallet. No, it's not the same wallet trade number. Although a few persons actually bought, but it's more believable and convincible compared to the first one we saw. So this one is goof, and this one was about 4 hours ago. And let's go to Solana and check for any project at all 4 hours ago. Check for a project at all 4 hours ago and know the difference between them, like how potent it should be based on the strength and market cap and all that stuff. So although this is sold, check newest pairs. So although Solana is always active based on transaction, it has about 12 million. I actually compared it before with Tron. Solana is always active though, but like there are tendencies of bigger rogues. The good thing about chains that recently gained traction is that the first 100 projects, or you are likely to get in, get fewer rogues than a chain that is already saturated with meme coins. You cannot easily find a gem there. Every new project is almost or always going to be a rogue or similar to the last one built on the chain. So this is how to look at. If you look at SOU now, let's just pick a project and just explore for the last, maybe let's say 1 hour. Okay, let's use 6 hours for example. Although for me, any project that bypasses 6 hours on Solana should be a banger though. Maybe Ishi is almost way past rugging. Let me just put it that way. So if you compare the two, you would actually see that the SUI ecosystem is somehow stronger based on the fact that not much rugs have been built on SUI, and for a project to last for 4 hours on a good Solana season, on a good Sol season, that project you saw on SUI should have rugged on Sol. So I'm just trying to do a comparison here and to actually show you why SUI is trending and why you should look at SUI and the places you should find SUI projects. Not a financial advice though. You should not, do anything I say in this video, but it's just to help you know where to find SUI projects and where to trade them. In case you want to trade this on a DEX, you see Food SUI. You can see FUD SUI. These are places you can trade them right here. If you click on it and connect your SUI wallet, you can trade them. But we're not going to talk about in this video. Try to keep it as short as possible. So when you go back now, this will also help you check for places to trade them. They most likely have their unique dexes attached to them. If you want to try, you can click and check them, but we're not going to talk about it in this video. So thank you.